What up guys, this is Kong and today I'm back again for another movie review for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about the highly anticipated movie of the year, The Avenger Infinity Wars. So let's start off to say this movie, like all this other review on YouTube, and this movie is really about Thanos. This is his show. This is his movie. His time to really shine. That's what this movie is really about. It's basically about him. It's not about the Avengers. It's really about him. He is the central focus of this movie. It's interesting that they say the Avenger Infinity War. It should be called Thanos the Infinity Wars or Thanos Infinity Stones. Something like that. Because it really is about him. It's his show. He's running the show. So let's talk about the pros, the cons, and the general thought about the movie overall. So you guys will know. Alright, so let's start about the pros. There are a lot of pros for this movie. The actions are great. Especially the fight between Thanos and Spider-Man. Iron Man, Doctor Strange, the Guardian of the Galaxy, they were really putting a good fight. They were like, it seemed like it was well choreographed. It seemed like it was well, they put up a good fight, you know. The action was great. The punches, the fight between Doctor Strange and Thanos, the one sequence where you see Doctor Strange you can see there's like multiple Doctor Strange, and he uses whip and to kind of constrain Thanos, and that was really cool. Something you don't really see in other movie or even in the Doctor Strange movie. I thought that was really interesting. And then also what else did I want to say? The fight at the end, with Thor coming back to Wakanda, and he kicked ass. And plus, he almost killed Thanos with his new hammer, I guess, hammer slash axe, Stormbreaker. And I thought that was a really cool, and how he throws it down and it spins and then smack right in Thanos in the chest. I was like, yes. The reason I say that I liked it because in a lot of the Marvel movies, they don't really take cool or really unique fighting sequence or way to show the fight, how it can be epic, how it can go get down and gritty and real. They don't show that. Where here you get to see a little bit of that, especially with Thor. So I'm glad I got to see Thor come back. He got a new, weapon, axe slash hammer. So I thought that was really cool. And when he came back, Banner was like, yeah, now you were gonna kick your ass. It was kind of glad. It was almost kind of like a hoorah, for the team, because they know they got Thor. He is the God of Thunder. He's on their side, and he just go and decimate the I guess you could say cannon fodder by Thanos' army. He just destroyed the ship and everything. He just went ham. Like, he wanted to kill Thanos, and he almost did. I like that driven, that vengeance, that hatred, that anger that Thor had. He's probably the most developed character when you think about it. He's funny. He's also can be serious. He can be angry. He can show emotion. So I like Thor in this movie. I feel like he's more well-rounded. You get to see his a very emotions in the previous movie and in Thor Ragnarok, and in this movie too. I was surprised when I think about it now. I feel like he's the most well-developed character, thanks to Taika Waititi, and in this movie too. Thanos kills Loki, Heimdall, and he killed all the Asgardian. I mean, he just like fucked up everybody, and he's like giving no shit. So I like that at the beginning. Like, we get it. Like, Thanos mean business when he mean business. he ain't no joke. It's like I like that when they do that. What else? Thanos beat the shit out of the Hulk. I mean, he literally did. Without the Power Stone, I think Thanos can still kick Hulk's ass. And so yeah, they teach Hulk a lesson almost in a way, to say he's actually not the strongest one there is in the universe. Maybe on planet Earth he is the strongest, but not in the universe. But great character interaction. That's what I love about this movie, especially the Guardian Galaxy sequence. Thor, Peter Quill or Star Lord, Drag, Mantis, Gamora. I love that whole sequence. It's just so beautifully done. It's so Guardian Galaxy, and it's also really Thor too. It was a perfect match. With that scene, where Peter tried to make his voice deeper, and the Rocket's pointing it out, like, "Why are you doing this?" And it was funny. That's probably my favorite sequence. I mean, there are many favorite sequences, but that's probably my favorite funny sequence in the movie. I mean, I would go and watch that sequence alone because it's funny. What else? Doctor Strange and Iron Man and their bickering. I like that because it showed them that they're human. It showed that they have, I guess, they have bias, they have judgment, they have thoughts. They have they think down of others, and they think they're better one than the other. And I like that. It showed them, like I said, a complex human. And I like that. Is that they are human. They're not just yay, I'm superhero, I don't make any mistake, I don't have any flaw. But this really shows that they do fight over things. That's human. That's who we are. The jokes, like I said, the jokes are funny. Drax is funny, Mantis is funny, Thor was funny, Spider-Man was funny, even Mantis got a line that was funny. That group is funny. I mean, I really appreciate it. That it really kind of sort of balance out the seriousness of the movie with some humor, and I like that. It's like, you need a little bit of funniness in the movie. The CGI are great overall. There are some sequences where Thanos' hands seem kind of a little out of place. Not out of place. Doesn't seem like it's well rendered. But overall, it's great. Thanos looked great. He looked real. He looked intimidating. He looked like flesh and blood. I mean, it's great. And also the Black Orders, the Black Order, they were great too. They look really distinctive from each other. I wish there was their outfit would have a little bit more color, a little bit more militaristic, a little bit more warrior ornament. So that sort of thing to make them more imposing. But I was fine with the way they are. So, and speaking of the Black Order, I like the Black Order, but I really like Ebony Maw because he's a telekinesis. He remind me of Professor Xavier. Like pretty much is kind of like Xavier. I mean, he's a really intelligent, really powerful, it's really smart character. I like him. I really do hope we get to see more of him in the future because he's probably is the most dangerous of the group because he's telekinesis. And when you deal with anybody who has telekinesis, they are tricky to deal with. I mean, you look at Xavier, Wanda, who else? Jean Grey. All telekinesis are really powerful. They're a tricky opponent to fight. What else did I say? Thanos got all the gems in one movie. That's really cool. I mean, I wasn't sure if he was gonna get it in part 1 and part 2, but he got it all in part 1. I'm glad that they did that. It showed that how badass Thanos is, how capable he is of getting the stone, how motivated he is, and he snapped his finger just like in a comic book. I'm glad they did that. I mean, they did a nod to the fan, the comic book fan. I like that. And I also like Thanos as the characters. He is driven, he's complex, he's intelligent, he's manipulative. He knows how to pull the string to make people, tells him what he wants. Like the scene with Gamora and her sister. I mean, he literally tortured Nebula to force Gamora to tell where the Soul Stone is, and he forced who else? He forced Peter Quill to kill Gamora, but he didn't. He turned to Bubble, and he forces Loki. He forced Loki to give up the Tesseract. I mean, he's really intelligent. He knows how to manipulate. He knows how to pull people's strings. That's a really intelligent, smart and tactful person. Those are the kind of people they are dangerous to deal with because they know how to play the game. So that's like I like that. And he's also complex. He's human. He cry. He shows some emotions. So he's not all like kill them all. I mean, he have a reason. He have driven. He have a goal, and he thinks he's a hero. That of the story that he's doing good for the universe. He's doing what is necessary for the universe to survive. So you see that, you hear it from him, and he doesn't see himself as a villain. And those are kind of villains those are really dangerous because they don't see themselves as villain. They see themselves as a good protagonist, a good person. So I like his character a lot, I really do. Interesting use of the Infinity Stone. Like the Reality Stone when the Guardian of the Galaxy went to the nowhere, and it looked like nothing happened, but he faked it. He used reality. It was already burning and fucked up. Everything was destroyed. I mean, he played mind trick on the Guardian of the Galaxy, and even played mind trick on Peter Quill with a gun. And when he also used the Power Stone on Drax, split Drax in many pieces. He straightened up Mantis. That was like fucked up. I was like, holy shit, that is scary. That's like scary. Like her eye was moving too. I'm like, holy shit, that's scary. Those two sequences was like, damn. If you know how to use the stone to a malicious level, boy, it's dangerous. So those sequences really, really, really interesting. And then the sequence with Nebula and Gamora and how he used the Power Stone and the Reality Stone to like torture Nebula. I thought that was really, intense. And I think I already pointed out about Ebony Maw is a cool character. He had potential. I like his character. But I gotta say the most important thing was the ending. The ending really hit me. I saw this movie twice. I want to let you guys know. I saw this twice. I saw it at the IMAX and I saw it in a Dolby Theater. It still got me. I'm surprised that it still hit me after seeing it once. And it still hit me after twice. I'm like, damn, you guys nailed it. You guys did a good job. And there was no sound, no, somber scores, anything. That maybe there was, but it was silence. There were words, but you can see, and people were turning to ashes. It was just like it was sad. It was wow. Thanos actually did it. And the most thing that I think my most favorite or sassy, heartbreaking death was T'Challa. T'Challa and Bucky was the first one. I thought that was like, oh man, that hit you. Like okay, T'Challa, Spider-Man, oh my god, Spider-Man hit me hard. It was like, you could see his fear. He didn't want to go. I mean, he was begging for his life. He was begging Tony like, don't let me go, don't let me go. But yeah, he laid down there and he like, you know what? I gotta be an Avenger. I gotta man up. And he passed away. It was just, damn. Spider-Man sequence, his death was so heartbreaking. It was like, I mean, he's a kid, you know, where all these others are adults. I mean, you grew attached to it, you know, whoever you are growing attached to, and it was like, damn, half of the universe is gone. You know, all sentient beings are gone. It was because of Thanos. So I thought that was really good. And now let's move on to the con. There are some cons. This movie is not perfect. I'm gonna tell you guys that ahead of time. It's not perfect. First, Peter's Quill fault for killing half of the new universe. It's just seem out of character. I mean, it's just, why can't he just get off, let the team get the Infinity Glove or the Gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet out of Thanos, and then he get to do whatever he wants with Thanos. You know, beat the shit out of him, whatever he wants. But he did it, and it was just, it feel like it's just not, it's just to me, like, I feel like Peter Quill doesn't really, the character doesn't really understand the gravity of the situation. You know, you think you should, when everybody understand the threat of Thanos to the universe, and yet you care, you're willing to throw it all the way for the person that you love die. You don't embrace her death. It's just, you know, like, death come to all of us. Like, it just didn't really, kind of pissed me off a little bit. What else? Like I said, this movie have a lot of characters. It tried its best to juggle all the, you know, the characters, the sequence, the actions. They did the best they could, and I give them kudos for that. But it's just a little bit too much characters, and by having so many characters, you don't have memorable moments or sequence with the character that, you know, we learn to love. You know, no Hulk at the end. I was really mad about that. It was like, come on, you guys are advertising there's Hulk to be the end, but Hulk was never at the end, and Hulk decided not to come out for whatever reason, because he got his ass beat. I mean, he got his ass beat many times, so I just didn't really buy that, in my opinion. He got his ass beat by Thor, he got his ass beat by the Iron Man, he got his ass beat by Abomination, other people was in the movie, in the MCU. So it's just, to me, it's like, I feel like it's a cop-out, you know, for the movie to not focus on the Hulk and focus on others. So I guess they have to pick and choose. But Hulk is one of the founding members of the Avenger. He is, you can say, the heavy hitter of the team. You need a heavy hitter of the team. Other than Thor, you know. I wish they had that, but they didn't. So I was kind of mad about that. What else? The Soul Stone, where it resides. Give up a soul for a soul. I just didn't really like that whole how to receive the stone. So, because the reason I say that is, that basically means anybody in the universe can go to Valmir and give us the person they love, or sacrifice the person they love, and they receive the soul stone. It doesn't make it hard to attain. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it difficult to attain. I don't really buy Peter and Gamora true love. I buy their relationship. I buy that they are in a relationship. But their love, it's just, to me, it's not well established. It probably is in the other movie, but it's here, it's just, I don't feel it, I don't see it. They don't really feel an intimate moment. They just don't feel it. I don't feel it from Peter. I feel it from Gamora. Gamora truly love him, but I don't feel it. I don't see it. So, what else? I don't really buy Wanda and Vision's love for each other. To me, it feels like it's forced into the movie. It feels like it's not necessary. It just don't. It's just like, if they had made a movie about Wanda and her love with Vision, then maybe I'll buy it. But it feels like they're trying to jam the love story in here, in this movie. It's just feel forced. And also, I didn't buy Thanos truly love Gamora. I just didn't feel that. I mean, I could tell that he certainly cared about her, but does he truly love her? It's another question. So, because he smiled at the end of the movie, so it's like one can interpret that he didn't really care about Gamora or love Gamora as his daughter. So I just didn't really buy that he truly loved his daughter Gamora. What else? Wanda and Vision and Doctor Strange, their power are really dumbed down, and the Hulk's powers are dumbed down. It just feel like they dumbed down just for the sake of it. I mean, Wanda is really, really, really powerful in the comic book. Doctor Strange is probably one of the most powerful beings in the universe. You know, he probably is one of the powerful universe. I mean, he literally is, like Tony said, a wizard. I mean, he's Doctor Strange. I mean, he's Sorcerer Supreme. Though I feel like they dumbed out their power, especially the Hulk. I mean, it's like, why can't they give us a epic, savage Hulk? I'm waiting for that day, you know, a smart, intelligent, savage Hulk. I hope someday. But they just don't. I feel like it's dumbed down. The powers are dumbed down. Why didn't Tony hack the space donut ship? Why didn't he had the nanosuit? Why didn't he do it? I don't get it. Why didn't Doctor Strange call or summon other team to come to help? I just don't get it, because he is the Sorcerer Supreme. He is supposed to know the I guess he's supposed to have the knowledge of the magic, you know, of magic. Why didn't that be used, you know, when you are supreme sorcerer? I just don't get it. Why didn't Wanda destroy Vision when Vision offered it? She should know the stake. I don't get it. Or go to call Steve Rogers, say, hey, you know, we have the situation here, that sort of thing. What should we do? It's just, to me, I feel like the characters are not as smart as they should be, you know, or as seeking answers, you know, be proactive. So that's just why I said that. It's like, when a character are like hesitant or not being smart about the situation, it bothers me. Especially when you are a superhero, you should be smart. You should have experience, some experience. So, what I think now, that's probably the con I can think of for Infinity, the Avenger, the Infinity Wars. What I think of this movie, it's a little bit. It's a great movie. It's a great action movie. It's a great containment movie. Not containment movie, I should say. It's a great movie about the introduction of Thanos as the character, who he is. I like this movie, but it felt underwhelmed for me. The reason I say that is because I was expecting it to be more grander. I was expecting Thanos to be more malicious. Not malicious, but more tactful, more intelligent how to use the Infinity Stone, more an imposing foe. Didn't really quite get that. Some of the fight sequence wasn't really as epic, though they were great action sequence. They weren't epic or memorable. So it's a little bit underwhelmed. doesn't mean it's a bad movie. It's a great movie. You should go watch it, guys. I watched it twice. So that's telling you something there. So yes, you should go watch this movie. You should. You won't regret it. It's probably the tickets are already bought out, but yeah. What the rating I would give this movie? I give this movie a 8 out of 10. Again, guys, I give this movie a rating 8 out of 10. I really overall enjoyed the movie. I really did. Certainly did. I don't regret not going. I'm glad I did win. So, alright guys, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse my YouTube channels. And also guys, press that bell button. It will help me, help you know what's up, and that I've uploaded a video for you guys to check out. Please do so. It helped me a lot, and it helped you. And most importantly, guys, I want to thank you so much for your time and effort to watching my movie review of The Avenger: Infinity War. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.